out at you and then
Right.
almost drop it down to give you a bit of a break, but it gets your heartbeat going. It's really intense music, a lot of their stuff. I really love it. Yeah, very, very cool. Brilliant tune. And like I said, loved the interview last week. I thought she was top quality, great fun to hang out with. It was cool.
Oh, absolutely. Inez is a great person. So, next up, speaking of great people, because most people we talk to are awesome. Like, let's not beat around the bush. I mean, it's true, right?
Yeah.
So the next
we
band
talked
up,
otherwise, would we?
that's right. The next band up is an electro pop duo who are just beyond their time, and they just are just kind of really make you take a step back and think, just because, not just lyrically, but just because how far they come in such a short period of time, and how quickly they came together. Because like I said, we said before many times, the fact that Gina literally took singing lessons just over a year ago is nothing short of amazing of how good she sounds on the album. And Ender's attention to detail and mixing, that sort of thing, it's a fantastic duo, and you can't go wrong. So this is off their album Cosmic Lullaby. I mean, I think we got to most songs, but this is one of my favorites, and just because the way it's mixed and the vocals, and just, it's kind of heavy. It reminds me, it's like a mix of Nine Inch Nails and How to Destroy Angels. So here we go with Hands of Blue and Fall in Love.
Till you touch my
Right On. That was Hands Up Blue with Fall in Love, and that's one of my favorite songs. And just lyrically and just the mixing, the whole thing is just, it's really like just kind of in your face, but it's just a really cool. Like I said, it really reminds me of Nine Inch Nails and How to Destroy Angels, and it's such a great mix. And the whole album Cosmic Lullaby is absolutely outstanding. So you got to pick it up if you haven't picked it up yet. So please do. But that was Hands Up Blue.
Yeah, this is another one that you got. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. Everything we play is a winner, otherwise we just don't play it. But this is another one where you've got to go and pick up the album because it really is absolutely outstanding, and it's just one of those albums that this one in particular takes you on a journey. It's kind of it's so well put together. Actually, the more I listen to it, the more I enjoy it. I enjoyed it straight away, but it's also a grower and then gets better and better and better, which is really really cool. I love that track. I can't pick. I say it about a lot, but I can't pick a favourite track particularly, but that is certainly one of them. But then it's one of 11 or 14 or however many are on there.
Yeah, right. But yeah,
it's a tricky one.
It's one of those albums you can listen to all the way through without a problem. So
yeah, no skip tracks, nothing
no,
like that.
not at all.
It's bang on. Yeah. And like I say, if you skip a track, you actually sort of miss out a little bit on that journey. It's almost like a concept album in that sense. I don't think there's a concept behind it as such. So technically, it's not. But in terms of the fact that you don't want to miss a beat really, because that emotional journey it takes you on, I think it's top quality.
They did, like I said before, they did a phenomenal job with that album. I'm not just saying that because they really, really did. So
Absolutely.
Next up is a band we haven't heard from a long time. This is a bit of an older song, but it's a band called Suzerain. The song is called Dark Dark. Dig this.
In a dark dumb town in this cold chill night with the sad sack frown, chatter bright white teeth, chugging coke down, burn to zero heights to the cold ground. Feel the beat beat beat, hear the thump heart, see the sex shine kiss with the pop art. Do you feel alright? Do you feel real smart? Do you breathe deep? Do you shatter apart?
Right on. That was Sue's Rain with Dark Dark. And what a great tune that was. And it's a good mix of like Nine Inch Nails and well, even some Manson in there too, but just a little piano and the pretty much right close to the very end. It was definitely a mix of Downward Spiral and The Fragile.
Oh, nice. We took a little musical map there across different places. I like that. Yeah, I really dig that tune. It's really, really. We haven't played that for months actually.
No.
It's a really, really. I suppose we do a show called New Music Saturday, so we can't keep playing. That's what's nice about Friday Night Rocks. We know what we like. But yeah, it's a really cool tune. In particular, I love the outro to that. That comes on shuffle quite a lot on my iPod, and it's the outro that I really, really like, because it's the way those backing vocals, this kind of the way they build in the background as it does that big epic outro. It reminds me of bands like Elbow and stuff like that, which I think I said last time we played them actually. But yeah, I really, really like that. I think it's a quality tune.
You know what? And it reminds you a little bit too, and I told you this off air. Compared a little bit to Salvation, is again, even though the song was a cappella, not Dark Dark, but the Door song was a cappella, it kind of fit into that tunage for parts of Dark Dark as well as Salvation. And I'm talking about My Wild Love.
Yeah.
And the other day, I was like, I have a lot of these Doors albums on CDs, a few on vinyl, but I don't have any on my phone. So I gotta kind of put together. So I put together I put the albums on, so it's pretty much put them in a mix, like Morrison Hotel, Waiting for the Sun, Ellie Woman, that sort of thing. But My Wild Love, like Mike, you and I were talking about, is in the Doors movie, that was probably one of the best scenes ever of the movie, even though it's kind of exaggerated. That was one of the best scenes ever, just because it was such a good chill, like kind of desert session, literally.
Yeah, it's really nicely done that. Really, really well done.
And it's so much fun to sit in, listen to the card, because there's not a lot to it. No, there's a clap every now and then, a little bit of like maybe like kind of like a maraca sort of thing, but just the whole band kind of just doing a cappella. And you got to think of studio time, how much fun that would have been, just because it's like one of my favorite songs. It's one of those ones I always want to get together with a bunch of people, like especially around a campfire. My Wild Love went riding. She rode all the day. It'd be so much fun. The clap comes in,
Yeah,
she rode to the devil and asked him to pay. The devil was wiser. It's time to repent. Just all the background. It'd be so much fun. But the thing is, a lot of people know the song. They just don't know all the words, and that's the problem.
Yeah, that's the tricky thing with any campfire song I've found. Christmas parties as well. We tend to have a yearly Christmas party. It's become a tradition at our house, and inevitably it'll get to a point where the acoustics, there'll be a few musicians in the house, as well as parents and friends and a whole variety of people we know from the different worlds we're in. And inevitably someone, probably me actually, someone will pick up an acoustic guitar and we'll start playing something, and then you forget, after the first line or the first verse, you forget all the words. So, but that's one of those tracks where you need to have them all in your head to be able to put it up. It's such a good tune.
Well, you know what? Really quick side note here of Christmas time. Old SNL, when like Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi, Bill Murray, all those guys were on. There's one skit where they were having a banquet for the basketball team. So the Jewish basketball team had won the championship, and they were singing Christmas tunes. And they start off and they get through about 3 lines, and then they taper off because they couldn't remember the words. And then they get to Good King Wenceslas, and of course what happens? Elliot Gold knows all the words. Like the Jewish guy knows all the words. It was just classic, right? They're all kind of like looking at him, and it's like, oh,